As mentioned in the title, in this video I will be sharing with you a wonderful list of 5 plants that are perfect for anyone that is a beginner, just starting out the plant hobby, looking for something new, looking for something easy, or even if you already have some plants, you might need some ideas for your plant additions. So let's get started. I've already been giving you some clues. You've guessed it. The first plant is, of course, the famous pothos. It is this one. And why I am starting with this one is because it was the first kind of type of plants that I've started the hobby to, and you can see that when we have it on a pole, on a moss pole, it is doing great. You will get some huge leaves, beautiful colors, and you just don't have to stress about this plant. It will grow like crazy. My grandma and my mother's grandma had pothos in just a container, a glass container with some water at the storage room, which was a basement. So it was growing there. Of course, it will grow better with light. But I want to stress the fact that this is a really easygoing plant, perfect for everyone. You shouldn't miss one in your collection. Another great fact about this plant is that it is cheap, one of the cheapest plants out there, except if you want to get it already huge, then of course the price will go a bit up, but it is a cheap plant and I would consider it a free plant because the propagation is so easy. You just find a node, cut it, put it in water, and then you are done. You have new plants, and this is wonderful because you can actually just get some propagated stems from friends, family, neighbors, or even someone near you. So it is really wonderful. They can tolerate almost everything, and if they need water they will droop their leaves a little. Of course, you shouldn't wait to see the droopy leaves. You can check the soil from time to time to see if it is dry, then you have to go ahead and water it, but pretty much this plant needs nothing. The second plant that I want to talk about is something really cheap that looks kind of expensive. It is really flashy and beautiful, and it is the philodendron birkin, and I have it right here. Most of the times you will see birkin with another type of philodendron as a combo, so this is a wonderful combo. The philodendron birkin most of the times has a white variegation, but sometimes you might get also a really white leaf. But keep in mind that the whiter the leaf, the easier it is to get damaged. So just keep an eye at the spot that you have it. We need bright light, indirect, I would say, especially if you have white leaves. They might get burned really easily because we are missing the chlorophyll. So birkin it is. It doesn't have the fast growth of a pothos, or it just seems like so, because we have a main stem that grows and creates leaves. Also, this one can get huge too, and it looks absolutely stunning in an Andrew way, in offices and bedrooms. It is just wonderful to decorate any place of your house. Now for the third plant, it is my beauty, my favorite plant of all. This is a philodendron, neon lime, call it whatever, but it is. I am the most proud of this little beauty. when I bought it, the leaves were here. Now you can see all this massive growth in just a few months. So I guess that this is a clue that we are doing something right. Right? Well, this is wonderful. It is similar to pothos, but I find that the vivid colors are really enchanting, so this should be in the list. Also, the same goes for this one. For the propagation, you just find a piece like this one, cut it, root it, plant it, you have a new free plant. By the way, when you cut a piece, for example here, we will get a new branch, so the plant gets fuller and you get new plants, so that is great. You can see that the growth is massive. It was searching for light, thus it started going up again. I've been thinking of making a moss ball for this one, but I am really not sure because I really love the way that it hangs. It is so gorgeous, but I guess we will either put a moss ball on this or propagate it and put the propagated piece on a moss ball, because I really want to see it with huge leaves like the pothos here. The fourth plant is, of course, Sansevierias. They are maybe the easiest on the list because you can go more time without watering them. They look stunning. They can tolerate low light, but their growth will be minimized. I have to stress this about them. They will do wonderful in bright light. Sometimes they can tolerate full sun, but if you are in a place that the sun is really harsh, then just keep them in indirect bright light and they will shine. There are a lot of varieties, and I've already made a guide about this, so you can go and check it out. It covers everything about Sansevierias, everything you need to know to make them thrive, from propagation to watering, fertilizing, everything. So they are wonderful, so many varieties, so many colors. I prefer the silvery green varieties, but all of them are unique, beautiful, and worth the adoption. Let me put this one here and let me go bring the last plant. It is considered invasive in a lot of places, especially in Europe, because ivy goes everywhere, and if you put it down at the garden soil, it will go and eat every plant. This thing will survive anything. Our garden is covered in ivy, not this one, but again there are a lot of type of ivies, and this one is a variegated one. They can grow indoors, they can grow outdoors, they can grow in low light, tolerate low light. They will grow slower, but they can grow in full sun, in low sun, in great sun, yellow sun, blue sun. Anyway, I am going all over the place right now. I'm just in love with ivies. The propagation is fairly easy. Again, I've put this part here because, let me show you. I've accidentally destroyed it. So now we are going to root that thing and make it a new plant. As you can see, roots are forming everywhere. It likes to grab things. They like climbing. They are wonderful, fast growing, invasive sometimes, so better keep them in pots and just enjoy. As I've said, they can survive in a lot of lighting conditions, but they will love bright light. They will just love it. The growth will be massive and you will be a really proud plant parent. All these plants are great, and if I was just starting out, I would put them all in my list.